Well, good morning, welcome back, thanks for joining us. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already and you're liking these videos, and remember to check out our Patreon site if you want to see some extra exclusive footage. All the links are down below. Now, we're still in Burska. Well, we're actually just outside of Burska now, and as you can see, we've got a fantastic view, and this is not where we left you last time. Now, the reason for that is we felt we had to move for our own safety, and that wasn't due to the winds. The wind came, it was a little bit rocky, but it wasn't too bad. The day after though, we caught a couple of unsavoury characters casing out the boats. For whatever reason, they came straight to our boat. They was looking at the boat, looking at the canoe, looking at Malcolm's boat. They didn't look too clever, and we didn't like it, so we decided we was up in sticks and getting out the area for our own safety. Hence why we're now here. So, what's the plan? Well, today we have another named storming. It's Friday, it's the 18th, and we've got 60-mile-an-hour winds coming in today. I believe it's being reported that this is the strongest wind we've had in 3 decades. Now, where we're moored up, as you can see, we're a bit open. Now, luckily the wind's coming from behind you guys, and that's blowing us onto the banking, and as long as the wind stays like that, it's going to be hitting us side on, and it's going to be keeping us in. But there's no rings, we're on pins. So we want to make sure that our ropes are adequately tied, and I think what we're going to do is put an extra set of pins in and a couple of extra ropes in, just to make sure that everything's safe. There's a few extra things on the roof. Anything that's loose is coming off or being strapped down, and hopefully we're going to sit this through and no damage is going to occur. So that's the job for now. It's early morning, it's probably not even 8 o'clock in the morning, but we don't know what time this is going to start, and we just want to get going. So come on, let's get cracking. Now for the front.
What are you doing there then, Gary?
Trying to stop the tippy tapping all through the night. Put the logs under the solar panels, and that seems to have worked. They're not banging, that's fine. But there's something here that's banging, and I think it's that. So hopefully by putting a strap on top and strapping it down, it's going to stop it, and I'm not going to be kept up all night. done.
As you can see, lazy boy Malcolm, or Grandad as I call him, is still in bed this morning.
Right, well, I think we've done all we can do. Everything that can be moved and altered has been moved and altered to accommodate this 60-mile-an-hour winds that's coming in later on today. We've lowered the chimney down so it's not as tall and flapping in the wind. Everything's got big weights on, or it's strapped down, and anything else that can't happen has been took off the roof altogether. All we need to do now is nip up there and just check that Malk's boat's okay and the top of his roof's okay and his lines are alright, and make sure he's going to be safe as well. So we'll get that done, and then it's inside for a cup of coffee, and then it's time to start work. I've got quite a bit of work I need to get done today, so come on, let's go and check Malk out. Malk's not looking too bad at the moment. Them ropes look alright, and he is double pinned, and at the front he's looking alright too, and we've managed to get him on the first bollard for the lock landing. There's plenty of room, and I don't think anybody's going to be cruising in today's weather, so no one's going to be using that today, and then we can take him off and move it back. But for today, for the purposes of this storm, we'll keep like that. Right, everything looks good, so let's go and get a brew and get some work done. Well, as promised, the wind is starting to come. We're not quite there at 60 mile an hour. I think we're probably into the 40s at the moment, late 40s, coming up to 50 mile an hour. So yeah, we've got a lot more to come, but we're starting to get waves on the canal. Well, good morning, and do you know what? It's not been bad. The winds came yesterday. We had Storm Eunice in yesterday, and yeah, it got a bit blowy, but do you know what? We didn't even notice it. We rocked a little bit, we could hear the wind, but it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. The footage I showed you previous, that's about as bad as it got all day. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, and managed to get a good night's sleep. We were banging and rocking around, so yeah, fingers crossed we don't get anything as bad as that again. But I believe that there's more bad weather on the way in, but it shouldn't be as bad, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's one extreme to another, so check out this now. Look what we've got today. Yeah, so we started off this morning with some well, it was dry this morning, and then it started to rain, and now we've got snow. And yeah. Shadow and River aren't happy because the towboat, the cruise boat, is looks like they're getting ready to go and take somebody out for a cruise in this. So yeah, okay, I suppose takes all sorts. I'd rather be tucked up nice and warm in my boat. But yeah, we've got snow. Today is also a special day because it's somebody's birthday today. I'll not tell you how old she is. Should I tell them?
Do you want knocking out?
I'll not tell you. But it's somebody's birthday today, so we're going to have, I think Malk's coming round, we're going to have a takeaway, have a few beers, and yeah, so that should be fun later on. I've got some more work I need to do in the meantime. Lou's going to be sat down, the Winter Olympics are on, and we like our curling, so we're going to be watching that later on. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Well, another day. Lou had a great time for her birthday yesterday, or at least I think she did. She ended up wearing a plastic tiara off a cake that Malt bought her at the end of the day, so it can't have been all that bad. She wouldn't let me film it though. And the weather really picked up yesterday. It was lovely. We had clear blue sky, and it was flat calm. It was lovely. It was warm. Today, blimey, the winds are back and it's blowing a hoolie, and this is causing us a problem because we wanted to be away by now and we wanted to have turned around and headed back, but this wind is just too strong to do all the cruising and all those locks through Wigan, so we're just having to sit it out for a day or two. So to pass a bit of time, what we're doing today is we're going down to our friend Lisa's. She's the one who makes all the glass jewellery for us, and we're going to go and do a few jobs for her, give her a lift, passes some time for us, collect some stock, do a few bits and pieces. That's another day done. So yeah, Lisa's waiting in the car, so let's get on with it. Well, morning guys. I said morning. It's about 3:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to keep my voice down at the moment because luckily Lou's still managing to stay asleep and the dogs are settled. But yeah, Storm Franklin's decided it's rolling in now, so this is about the third storm in a week that we've had, and currently we're getting battered. Winds are about 65 miles an hour at the moment, and it's really is battering us at the minute. The boat's rocking, the sound of the wind banging around. It's yeah, it's not a pleasant night, to be honest. It's not the best. Thought we got away with it the other day, but this is by far a lot worse than we had the other day. So instead of lying in bed staring into darkness because I can't sleep, might as well get up and do a bit of work or something. So that's the plan for now. I think it's kettle on, make a brew, and get a bit of work done. Hopefully it'll calm down and I can get another couple of hours sleep, because we have a subscriber turning up today to see us, so I want to look my best for that. Anyway, I'll catch you all in a bit. Well, kind of survived the night. It was an awful night, and by the time it got to about 4, 5, 6 o'clock, it was worse. The boat was tipping. It was horrendous. There's a lot of damage been done with the storm from last night. Luckily we survived without any damage, just a sleepless night, so yeah, we're lucky with that and we can't complain. As you can see from the look out the window, it's still windy. It's not as bad, but it's still windy. And this is our last day in Berska. We've done everything we needed to do, so that's it. We're ready to move on now, get back down to Plank Lane in Lee, and then we can see family, do the last little bits and pieces there, and then we can move on our journey down to Oxford. So the plan for today is one of our subscribers has been, her name was Joan, so if you're watching this, hi Joan, it was lovely meeting you. So Joan came this morning, so we've done that, and now the plan is that we're going with our friend Lise, Malk's coming as well, and we're heading into Southport. We're going to a quilting shop to get some material because we want some material for our new range of quilts that we're doing, and I think Mal wants a few bits and pieces for the quilted cushions that he's doing. So we're going to do that, and then we're going out for a meal with our friend Lise, and I think, don't tell Lou yet, I think that's going to be another carvery. So someone will be very impressed if we do that. So that's the plan for today, and yeah, and then we can get going tomorrow hopefully. So yeah, I better get ready because I'm being picked up very soon. So yeah, come on, let's go. Skint again now. Should we go for a Toby carvery? Is that you nodding? Right, okay then. Come on, let's go for a Toby. Hey Lou, second Toby carvery. Mark's already running in. Yeah, Mike's after a pint. Sounds like an idea though, doesn't it, Mike? Right, so that was the Toby done. Nicely fed and watered. So off back now, back to the boat, get our feet up, do a couple of bits and pieces and chill out. But check out how light it is behind me, and it's getting on towards 6 o'clock. It's probably about 5:45 and it's getting light, so we're definitely on the right side of it getting nice and light in the evenings, which is promising. Everything's looking good. Well, good afternoon guys. Yeah, we're still in the same spot, and I don't know whether the camera will pick that up. It's a little choppy outside. It's a bit windy than it advertised, but yeah, we've been thrown a curveball. So as we mentioned previous, yesterday was our last day here in Bursker, and today we're setting off heading down to Plank Lane so we can do the second part of what we needed to do up north, and then we can start to head south. But the latest lot of storms have really started to wreak havoc on the canal network, and especially up here on the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. So basically what's happened, a lot of the road bridges up here, the swing bridges, and you've got the red and white barrier arms that drop down when you operate the bridge, and the last few storms have virtually damaged all the arms on the bridges. There's a few heading off into Liverpool that's been damaged, and more importantly there's one that's in between where we are now and Parbold. So there's an update coming out tomorrow, so hopefully it's repaired by tomorrow, and we can get through. Other than that, the bridge is out of action and we're stuck. There's also quite a lot of trees down, so whether there's any trees between here and Crook or between here and Plank Lane, we don't know yet, whether they've been reported or whether we're going to stumble across them. So we're basically stuck here for another day. Hopefully we get to move tomorrow, because we need water, and water is that way on, but we don't want to head back into Bursker because, you know, we had the bit of trouble there with a few people casing the boat up, so we don't feel that we want to go there. So we're going to sit it out here, and then we'll turn tomorrow. We'll go and get some water, go and do our last shopping in the Tesco's that's just down the road, and head off into Crook, hopefully. So yeah, just a bit of an update. It's one of those things, it's part and parcel of Canal life, especially in winter time, and the best laid plans always go to waste. So it is what it is. You live with it, you embrace it, and you get on with it. I'm inside the boat, it's nice and warm, I'm now lovely and dry, and all my orders are done. They're just sat there waiting to go to the post office, which I'll nip and take those down later on this afternoon, and that's about it. That's all I've got to do. So, cup of coffee, feet up, watch TV. Catch you all in a bit.